finish getting things set up. So today, well, technically it's for my birthday, which is tomorrow. But I got the Batmobile from the Batman with Robert Pattinson. So let's get into this guy and see what all we got. I do have a code. Just a second. Alrighty, I do have a code that comes with this for the game. It's going to be, oh, here's the frame piece. Got 3 bags, looks like. This is bag number 3. Bag number 2. And of course, number 1. And we got our sticker sheet here. And then our pamphlet, which this is actually like the thickest pamphlet I've gotten for a set so far. In my recent time building. I know I've had bigger sets than this. But yeah, if you look right back here, it doesn't have the code on there, but can get that. So I'm gonna set this guy up back here. Hopefully we can still see it. Grab this and get it off camera. All right. So, of course, we have to start with bag 1. So I'll move these guys back out of the way. And I'll put some of these as well. These are smaller pieces. There's one more piece in there. And put the plastic aside for the end. Throw it in recycling. Here's Batman's cape. Trying to find all the little pieces for Batman. Here we are. Get this cape out. Hell yeah. Ooh, it's one of the fabric capes. I've never had a fabric cape. I've only ever had the paper capes. And there we go. I probably should have done that on camera, but there is Batman. For now. Our boy's just gonna sit up here. Yes, so first page is that. And then we need this. Leave. Yes. Need to open the smaller pieces already. I should probably put the stickers off to the side as well a little more. So I want us to do, put these flat 1x2s. Here, I can't really, I was going too far to the side. Just like that. We've got the first step done. What do we got next? Okay, we're gonna go in here. Yes. Alright, so we're going to dump out the other set of small pieces. I don't organize my pieces, funnily enough. I have OCD, but organizing my Legos is not something I ever did. I feel like searching for the pieces is part of the fun. So I'm gonna put these 1x3s with the 2 pegs. I don't know the technical name for any of these pieces. I'm just kinda going by the measurements and stuff. Right. 3. I'm gonna leave that gap here because they want a smooth tan 1x3 here. And from here, we're going to take these 1x3s, the rounded ends, stick them on the end here with 2 of the studs. I believe we do only have through holes. Yep. So we're just going to put a stud on the end of each one of those 1x3s. And then we need these little gray guys. The little edge pieces. And we're going to put it right next to the stud. This is my first time doing this. I need to figure out how I can look at chat. Well, that shouldn't be in frame. All right. So, got that. So now we need this 2x4. Dark gray. Put it right over the top of what we just made there. We're going to set that off here. And we need to grab this little bendy piece. And then 2 of these corner pieces. Here, let me adjust my chair better. I'll probably be a little louder. I apologize. I don't know if I can turn the mic sensitivity down. All right, so we have this now. So we need these bigger angled pieces, right? So we're going to take those and lay them opposite of that. Oh, where'd my... Wasn't that one? Maybe it was. No. Oh, I see it right here. Snap that back together. Alright. So now we got this. So we need 2 of these cross hole pieces. And we are going to put these, if I can find the other one, right at the end here. And then this next piece is going to be the zigzag. And put it right over the top. And that will solidify that in place. There we go. So I'm trying to get some good angles on it. And then we just take one of these round-ended flat 2x1s. Stick it right on the end here. Hopefully you can see that. All right. And then again, we'll take 2 studs. We're going to put them right under these pieces. It's the first one. And then it's gonna unfocus for a second, and then here's the second one. All right, and then this, let's see. Hold up, I missed a couple steps. Yep, I missed a couple steps. Flipped a page forward too soon. All right, so we need to find our little driving wheel piece. It's gonna be right here. And then we're going to put that right at the front of this here. Over those 2 pegs. Then it looks like we have a slope piece. Slope piece right here. And then we have one of these 2x1s with a joint. All right, we have this little silver lever piece. It doesn't look like we have any pieces similar from this bag, so I'm guessing that's the one we're going for. I did this a little too far back. So you're actually going to have that slope piece flush with the front of this here. So we'll move that up. The tiny little lever, you get the silver lever, will go there. Guessing that's supposed to be like his gear shift. And then we take this gray slope, put it right over the pegs behind it. This brown one. So this rounded end 4x1 is going to come just down here. And then we're going to put this 2x1 tan slope right at the back here for a seat. Kinda, if it'll go on. There we go. Alright, and then that is where we come back to where we were with the piece we made earlier. Okay, so this is going to go underneath here. You can see it fits into there like a puzzle piece. And then we take this flat gray, slap it over the top here. And we'll take two more of these rounded gray 2x1s and put them over these last spots down here with the studs. Oh, we got more from this piece. Okay. Let me find the piece I'm looking for quick. Okay, so I have a little gray one I have little gray ones that go down. I need a little brown one that cuts up here. Alright, so looks like I keep skipping too far ahead. Okay, so need this tan 2x3 here before the gray flat. And then these two that I was just talking about, the gray ones that go down, are going to go on either side here. I need to take these gray 2x1s off as well. And then these last tan corner pieces going to go here and here. And then the same on the other side. Here. And here. All right. So now that we've got that part, I believe we do put the, yes, gray 2x6 on there. And then the 2x1s back on, rounded ends. Okay. Now we are set. We're going to put this, going to go right to the back of that seat there to make the back of the seat. And then the special little vent cover piece is going to go right next to it. Get a closer look for you guys. So we just put this 2x1 that comes up, and then we put this special little vent piece with the little indentations on either end. Now we're going to start working on the side. We need one of these 1x1s with the joint piece. And that is going to be facing horizontal. So the teeth are under and over each other. If you can see that, there we go. Okay. And then we need these little peg pieces. I haven't really seen them too much before. We're going to put 1 and then 2 right next to it. And then, all right, so we're gonna get one of these black step pieces. We're going to put it with the step on the underside, right behind that joint. And then we're going to take another joint piece, put it in the same orientation as the last one. Teeth under over. Can see it. Okay. Might be a little difficult to see, I apologize. This is my first time recording Lego building, if you couldn't already tell. Here we are. 1x1 black slope piece is going to go facing down next to that little joint piece. So you can see that there. There, a little better lighting. All right. Where are we next? Okay, so we're going to take one of these rounded 2x1s and put it upside down on these peg pieces I was just talking about. And then we're going to take one of these gray staffs and put it connected to connected to these joints with the little notch facing the front. And then we start to do it on the other side. I'm gonna just do that real quick. It's the same thing as the last couple steps, just on the opposite side. It's a black step piece. Here, I'll try to do it in frame. Another. Okay, just need a black slope. Put that on upside down. Get another staff. Throw that on there. A little out of order, but still get the same result. So now we got the same thing on both sides. What do we got? Okay, so now we will set this piece up to the side again. Going to take this rounded piece, little U piece, and we're going to put this across the front four of that round piece that we just grabbed. And then we have this special 2x6 with the 2x1s on the end. We're going to put that on the bottom of the rounded piece we just grabbed. So it doesn't lay flush, but that's okay. That is resolved later, I believe. And we just need these little upside down round slopes. And we're going to put them on the underside pegs here on the ends. Just like that. And then we're going to take these special rounded pieces, not quite sure what they're called. We're going to put them right on the inside of those black slope pieces we just did. There's one more, I just saw it. No, it's right here. Nice. Okay. And now we're going to put this on the front with the black edges going right up to the back of those pieces we just put on. The black edges right up to the back of that. Okay. And we need these two white 2x3s. I'm just going to use them to cover those spots. Right, then from here, we're going to take a flat gray 2x2, put it right here, and then clear red 2x1s on either side. My bad, I'm not doing a good job of holding it in frame. This chair's a little short. All right. I'm going to put these red joint pieces here right underneath the gray 2x2. Just like that. And then we need the other two clear red 2x1s right to the side of that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm holding it down again. Okay, so now we got these two pieces where they only have two pegs. Where exactly do I put those? Okay. Okay. So these will go, the front peg is going to go on either one of these studs, so it'll connect back to the tan here. So I'm going to put both of those on now. And then this is what that looks like. It's down on either side. Okay. And then to the back here, we need another flat gray 2x2. It's going to go right here. One peg on the side of this 2x1. And then corner pieces are just going to go around the borders here. Get a good angle. Like that. All right. On to the next page. All right. So we're going to take this 2x6, put it right to the back of what we just did. Take this rounded 2x2 with the hole through the end and put it right on that back 4 pegs. All right. So we have these rounded, have these rounded angle pieces. These are going to go right here on these two, covering the 2x2 here. Or not covering it, I guess, but you guys get the point. So we're going to do that on either side. And then each one is going to get a black flat 1x1 on the outer pegs. Get that so it'll line up. Perfect. Okay. So here's that. The book does say to put them together before you put it on, but I'm not smart. Okay, so these last pegs here, we have these, oh shit, what is that? Wood chip. I don't know how that got there. These 1x3 angle pieces, and those are going to go right on the end pegs here. Like that. And on the other side. So we have that kind of figure now. We're going to take these long gray flats and just line them up here. Oh, they are supposed to go a little over. That is my bad. Let me take these apart quick. Okay, so you should do it with one going over the edge. Don't do what I just did before. Have one going over the side here, and just like last time, do it right over the other side as well. And then we take this flat gray 2x2, put it over top right here. And then we're going to take our other black 1x1s and then put them on the side pegs here to give those more height on both sides. Let me do this real quick. So those are going to go down. Two flat gray 1x4s. Put those together. And we're going to take a flat blue 1x2. Put it right on the middle. And then these red angle pieces going to go on the sides of that blue. So this is what you'll have. And then from there, we're going to take this flat 2x1, 1x2 with the fucking joint pieces. And then these little gray guys with the pegs on them. And then those are going to go on top of the red in the same direction. So the pegs will look like this. That on either side. And then these guys we are going to put right on top of that. We need two of those again. So it will end up looking something like this. All right. Then we have this black vent piece. We're going to put that over the top here. I don't know if there's a... Oh no, it's not angled at all. All right, and then these two pegs from earlier, we're going to put gray vent pieces over those. Oh, Jesus. All right. From there, take these corner pieces, put them angled toward the middle with one corner peg on the side here. And then trying to figure out where we go. So put these where the little overhang is going over top of what we're making. On both of those corner edges. And then we're going to take these guys that drop down, gray ones, and right under those edges, overlaps, we're going to put those right under, going off to the side. And then from there, take this flat 2x2, put it right in the middle here. And then those little special vent pieces from earlier, going to put one on either side. Just do that quick. Looks something like that. All right. And of course, that's not the end of it, so we gotta do little gray slope pieces right on the sides here. Okay. And then this, I'm going to take white pegs, attach it right to the front here, and you're supposed to angle it downward. So that is the front of the car. Sorry, not just the car, the Batmobile. And we do have a couple extra pieces, one of those little extra pegs, a staff, a stud, flat 1x1 black, a black slope, and a gray slope. So we are on to bag 2, which means it's blinky time. That was not a blinker, I'm just taking a warm up. Bro's going to be checking out his fucking whip, seeing what else we need to do to it, you know. Alright, no blinky for me today. Right now, at least. So, Bruce. Oh, notice they got the dual molded legs on him. That's nice. There we go. Just look at that minifigure, though. I still can't get over how good that looks, honestly. Like, in the Legacy of the Dark Knight, it genuinely one of my favorite skins to use. It looks so good. Alright. I'm gonna open up bag 2. pieces out. Okay. Then we got the little tiny bits. I'm going to open, but I'm not going to dump them all out of the bag quite yet, because we don't need any of them. I'm gonna spread these guys out a bit so I can see. All right, so we're going to take 2 of these, one by one with a side peg. And these are going to go right behind Bruce's seat here. You can see. Okay. So moving on from there, we have tan slope, which we're actually going to use to complete Bruce's seat. So he has an actual chair in there. That's fucking crazy. I haven't seen like an actual like setup built fucking chair in a vehicle before like that. Okay, so I do need one of the little pieces. So me not dumping that out was very short-lived. Let's see what we got here. Ah, here we are. So it's like a gold, one of those little vent pieces. I guess you could say it's tan. But that's going to go right on the back of his seat here to cover those last pegs. So yeah, it's like a fully built out seat, which I think is crazy. All right. So this is going through the back. All right, we're going to take this red connector, put it into the back of the Batmobile here. Have it kind of even on both sides, because we need to take these, I think they're wheel well pieces. And we're going to put them on here so that these little wraparound pieces go around the end. If I am correct in assuming, yes. Okay, so do the same thing on the other side, of course. So now those two pieces meet at the ends. All right, then we need 4 of these to go in each of the pegs where the wheels are going. So I'm going to do that real quick, try to get it on camera. So each of these, 4 of these little pegs in each of the 4 little spots where our wheels are going to be. Seems like a tight fit on these special like wheel frame pieces. Okay. So that's that. All right, so we need 2 of these gray 1x3s rounded ends, and then 2 of the dark gray 1x2s, and then we're going to put those on like so. And then I'm going to go in here behind his seat, or next to his seat. That one last little peg is going to go to the side of it. If I can get it on there, right here. And then the other one is going to go on the opposite side here. So from there, we get these black angle pieces. They are going to match up with the sides we already have built on either side. And then we're going to take these round 2x2s and fill in the space in between. And right after that, flat 2x1s, one peg, going to go right behind there. And hey dog, where the fuck is that piece? Okay, so the special 1x3, I've never, or I don't know if it's special, I've never seen one before. I'm gonna put that right on those two flat 1x2s. Alright, to the next page. Hoping I'm not missing anything. I've been trying to like really get the pages so I'm not missing anything. Alright, 2x4 right over the gray cylinder pieces. And then these little rounded off two 1x1s. I'm going to go here on the pegs closest to the seat. Where's the other roundy? Here we go. Okay. So we're going to put this to the side. Now we are building the guns. So we're going to grab one of these guys with the groove and put one of these rounded guys right on the back with one hanging off the end. Take one of these round flat 2x4s and we're going to put that in the middle of that piece. I'm making this backwards. Groove is supposed to be away from us, so should look like that instead. Then pegs of the flat 2x4 are going to come off the side without the groove. And then around 2x1 will go just on the end. That's what we got so far. And then we're going to take this gray 2x1 or 1x1 with the stud pegs on the side. Put it on the end on top of the 2x1. And that's what I was messing up. Okay, so I was wrong. I don't think it's the guns. So we're going to take one of these black special car pieces, put it where the overhang lines up with the rest of it, and then one part will hang over here. We're going to put this with the angle going along with the piece. It's going to look something like that. And I was wrong, they're not the guns, they are the tail lights. I'm just a dumbass. Alright. But on those two pegs at the bottom, we're going to put that angled piece. And then a small black slope right over those first two. So it'll look like that. And then we're going to put that right here on the car. That's what we got so far. And we're going to do that again, but backwards. So I'm going to take the other one. And then I'm just going to do this real quick since I just built the other one. It'll be so much faster if I can just do this without going into too much detail about it. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Hopefully that's not right. Ooh, I'm a dumbass. Okay. It's that piece built. And I can put it opposite of the one I just did. So here's what we have now. Alright, so after this, we're going to put angle pieces, the gray angle pieces over what we just put on. To hold them on there, and then it's gray 2x1 to go in between. then this angle piece is going to go right flush to this tan piece here, with this going up. Oh shit, I'm about to build the fucking engine. Okay. So we got two of these. They're going to be facing opposite directions of each other, going in that little gap we just made. So it'll look like that. Oh, this is actually going to be easier than I thought. All right. So grab one of these little swivel pieces. There we are. You see it. Okay. And then those are going to get these little special silver doodads with the pegs on the side on either one. I will show you what that looks like when they are together. And so the pegs do line up, and then there are little tabs on the side that are going to be to the outside. Then you're going to want to grab one of the special vent pieces from earlier. And then you are going to put that right on top of those little pegs that we just did. And we're going to do that a second time. So let me just, I'm going to make that quick. Sorry, I'm not doing this part on camera. I know that's kind of the whole point, but all right, so then we are going to put them in these pegs here with those tabs going inward, but we're going to open them up. So you see, we first put it in. I'm going to push it down to the side here. There we go. Okay, so same thing with the other side. We'll just pop this in quick. There we go. And then I have a little special part that I have to make. So what I did here, have the megaphone piece connected to the special silver lever that we got earlier. And then not this peg, but the one next to it down in here. Going to put that on there so that we have what I'm guessing is our engine. I was pretty sure the engine was at the front though. I might just be dumb. I don't know much about cars. All right. So, got this clear piece. This is going to go right in between the little round guys from earlier. Like so. Then any tiny black slope pieces, because those are going to go either side of this one peg here with the slopes facing it. Like so. And we're going to take our last vent piece, it looks like, and not do that. Put it over the megaphone and this single spot here. Like so. All right, and then from here, all right. It's black 2x2s. Sorry, I just kind of threw my hand in front of there quick. These black 2x2s. Going to go right here with one peg in between it and the fin. And then, of course, as with the rest of it, we're going to do it on the other side. And then in those empty spaces, we're going to put the other black slope pieces facing inward as well. Then we have flat red 2. We're going to put that on top of the window we put in. And there's flat, clear 1x1s that we're going to put on either side of that. Here's what that looks like. Oh shit, we're on step 66. It's not a Star Wars set, but hell. God damn. I'm gonna run upstairs and grab my beverage quick. I'm not another rock star, of course. I don't care what time it is. I'll be drinking that shit all the time. That shit's so fucking good. Rockstar, sponsor me. Alright. And we're back. Fucking delicious. Alright. Next page. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so got these little peg things from last. I'm in a different orientation. These little pegs from last time. Bring it closer. And of course, that. I'm probably going to adjust this quick. Give me just a second. There. Is that a little better? Is that too far out again? I think that should be good. Let me back it up. Okay. Stop shaking. But we're gonna do it like that. Alright. Need 2 of those. So I'm gonna do that. And then these, I'm gonna go in these little pegs here. And apparently they just be going straight up for now. They're gonna look kind of goofy, but I think it looks goofy right now. Maybe that's just me. That's that. Let me get the cat to not go in the fucking laundry room. Well, that didn't take much effort. It was the gray cat. Misty, she liked to, well, she's kind of like a Skyrim guard. She'd be, like, anything happens, she'd be, like on it, and it's like, oh, must have been the wind. But the wind would also scare her. Anyway, where were we? Alright, so we're going to take this flat circle 2x2. These like weird angle pieces. There's 2 of them. We're going to put them opposite of each other like so. And we're going to take this flat gray with the 1 peg in the middle. Put this. Where'd you go? Good Lord. Alright. Put that over top there. So, looks like a little drone. Look at that. It's like a little drone. Anyway, put a blue stud right on top of that. Not the good kind of blue stud, unfortunately. And are we putting peg just in one corner. One of these little peg guys again, and just right down on the corner there. Okay. That's gonna go on the back here. With the pegged piece. Yeesh. The peg piece at the top right side. Now we're going to build up the sides. So we're going to take a 2x3 flat and put it one behind, I guess, that first peg, because we're going to have a slant piece facing in its direction, like so. Oh, cool. All right, so we're going to take one of these, put it here. Put one of these ones with half flat with the pegs up. Hold on, I fucking did this shit wrong. I definitely did do this shit wrong. Give me just a second. I'm struggling right now. I don't have the little tool piece. All right, so you're gonna make one of these on a 2x4 gray, and then we're going to put in this orientation with the front fin overlapping that flat that we put there earlier. So now, make sure I'm getting the right piece. Gonna get this guy. Put a black 2x1 in the middle. And then these pieces, they have the divot. Going to line that up. One on either side. Give me just a second. So, and then where's this guy go? Oh, take one of these guys and put it on the back here of the flat. Put black slope on there. And then that, where does this fit on? So this has to go flush with that. Give me just a second, guys. Nah, this makes more sense. Okay. So the front of this slant is going to meet the front of this slant going up is going to meet with the edge of the 2 here. I don't know if you guys can understand what I mean by that, but I'm trying, y'all. All right, and then of course we do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do that quick. Let's try to get it on screen for you guys as well. So there's that. 2x3 again. Now we gotta make this little fucking shit. But then we're technically making it backwards this time because it's opposite side. So yeah, pop this guy on there. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. I don't know why that was being so stubborn. Okay. Okay. Bam. Just get this guy on right here. And that is what we have so far. So we have the back of it built out. Now we're moving on to the rest of it. So these are all of the extra pieces again. Onto bag 3. How long have we been going? An hour and a half? I feel like I'm making pretty good time with this. I don't try to speed through them. I just have a lot of fun doing them, so I tend to do them fast. I'm just going to dump these out right away. Okay. So put this to the side. There we go. Okay. So we want to put this flat here. Probably should have done that. Okay. That flat here. And then we have a cool little 20 years of Lego Batman piece. I think is very cool. All right. Oops. All right, so, oh geez, this is, did I miss a spot already? Yeah. I'm going to put this gray piece across the top here. I didn't miss anything too big. Black ones are going to go on the corners, so it'll be flush with the gray. Okay. Then from here, put the rounded gray threes on either side. And then, where are we? Here we are. And these black angle pieces going to these pegs here. Okay. All right, so next we're going to put black 1x4s right to the end here on either side, of course. So there's that. That fucking shit is cold as hell. All right. And we'll use these tannish gold studs right here at the ends of those. Oh, the 1x4s are supposed to go off the side a little bit. So let me get those off if I can. And reset them. Yeah, so the studs are supposed to be in the middle of the threes underneath it. So more like that. I use this gray stick to get it. And then we'll have one thing going back here. So then we can fit these gray angle pieces so that they'll cover these joints that are showing. All right. And then we have these yellow angle pieces. We're going to put those right here guessing these are supposed to be, I don't know if they'll be headlights. I'm not sure if you can see the headlights. Just get that on there. I'm trying to put it on the wrong way. So like that. Okay. Flat blacks are going to go on either side. And then we got these little angle pieces again. And we're going to put those right on those flat pieces we put on there, the flat ones. If I can find my other piece. Here we are. Great. It's kind of like this here, right over the one that we just put on. And then we have this flat black. It's going to go over this yellow. So that bumper can't really move anymore. Next page. Okay. Set that off to the back. Excuse me. Oh wow, these chairs are very uncomfortable. Just a second to readjust. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna take this guy with two of these. I'll put them across the ends. That. And we have this little flat guy. It's going to go right over the backs of those that we just put on. And then yeah. All right, so flat black 2 over the one side, and then we have a sticker to put on. And just make sure I'm getting this right. I like to be very precise about my stickers. Alright, so you're going to use the speedometer sticker here. Put it on that flat black too. And for this next one, we're going to take this gray stud over this, or under this black slope here. So let me just fit that in like so. And then I need to do the digital display. Give me just second. Nice, okay. And you're going to put that right next to the speedometer. So it'll look a little something like this. I think I got it a little crooked, but there we go. Okay. All right, so then this piece is going to go right in between these two black ones, like that. It is going to cover the steering wheel up, but it's what we have. And then we can put the window on, or the windshield. Ta-da! Alright, I'm going to use these gray lengths. Go down the sides here. Okay. Got those on. Now what we need to do is brown joint pieces, or angled pieces. I keep changing the name. Go like that. And we'll put a gray slope right in that tube there. Then what it wants us to do right after that is we'll take single dark gray slopes and put those opposite of that. And then I'm going to put flat 1x1s on either side. Of course, the main color being black, they're of course going to be black yet again. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. We just take these slopes and we're going to put them all across the front here. If I can find all of them. All right. Nice. Sorry, some of the pieces are misaligned, so I'm just rotating them. Nice. So that's the front of it now. We've got 3 of those slope pieces. All right, so we need to take 2 flats, like so, And then there's stickers I gotta put on them real quick. So let me do that. I'll take my glasses off. Well, second time's a charm for that guy, I guess. Alright, let's get this next one. Okay. I think I got those the best I'm gonna be able to do. They did misprint them just a little bit, so one of the red sides is wider than the other, unfortunately. I'll have to try to not let that irritate me so much, but oof. Okay. So those are gonna go on either side. That. Okay, so we have these wheel well pieces. We're going to put flats on either end of both of them. And then those are going to, of course, fit onto either side of the car. And then once we get those on either side, we're going to take these angle pieces and secure the connection. Of course, on either side. And then we're going to take flat ones on either side of the ends of the wheel wells here. Should look like that. Okay. Now, just got to put these on either side, like so. Sorry. Just adjusting pieces again. Okay. It's going to look like that. Then black 3s. Give me my fucking piece back. We're going to put those black 3s right behind what we just did. I'm going to take a drink of my Rockstar. Whoa. And then we got these back little slope pieces to finish off that section. So got the wheel wells done. Nice, very nice. We're going to put that off to the side. And we have this. Going to put these guys all over the top of this thing. We're going to put flat gray with one, and then clear red 2x2s on either side. Look at that, look at that. Okay. So now from here, I'm going to take these little vent pieces and put them all along the top. Whoa. All along the top of this here. And I believe that's the engine actually. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to put gray 1x4s on either side. And then cover those with vent pieces. Yes. Where's my last vent piece? Oh, it was hiding behind one of the rims of the wheel. The wheel. All right. Yeah. So this is going to go right top of here. And it'll pop right on that 1x1 or the 2x2 with the one peg. So that's how that looks when it's finished. Now I got a little more to do. So these pegs from earlier, if you look inside here, we still have these areas. So we're going to pop a peg in either of those. Like so. And then We're going to put the top on. And then this flat black piece is going to go right across the back here. So that is like the whole thing done. I just have to do the wheels, which aren't going to be too hard. Alright, so how we're doing the wheels, we're putting the rim in, and then on the back side we're putting one of these little red pegs in there. Then we're going to take one of these flat black circles and put that right over the red peg. Then of course sticker time, because this has special stickers for custom rims. I really hope I didn't get that too off center. There's the first one. It looks off center, not the sticker, but the circle one. It looks. Maybe it's just the tire. Okay, let's put that red peg in there. Like so. And on the sticker sheet, these stickers are number 1. The other wheels are number 2. The number 1 stickers are the wheels that go in the back. And the number 2 stickers are the wheels that go in the front. And then let's do that. Pop these bad boys on there. I wouldn't recommend pushing the wheels all the way in, otherwise they don't turn, which I find a little upsetting. Because why would I want a car? Or why would I want to get the Batmobile if I didn't want my wheels to turn, you know? Trying to. No, it just doesn't work. Okay, so it's not functional, unfortunately. But we're going to do the same thing with the wheels for the front. Just with different stickers. I'm going to put the wheels together before I do the stickers for them. Okay. So these tires put together, same as before. Get these stickers on. Oh yeah, that one's way off center. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. The wheels do not turn on this thing. The back wheels don't, at least. They hit this back wheel thing. Unless, I don't think I put it on too front. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can put this back a bit farther. Because otherwise the wheels don't turn. Oh yeah. I put the back fins on wrong. So I'm going to fix that quick. There we go. Okay, my bad. I had these fins on a little too far forward. Now the window's a little more open. Can't open the doors at all, but oh shit. That was a bad idea. Just picked it up by the roof. It's not exactly the most stable part of it, but at least it rolls now. Nice. So, yeah, that is about it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Really means a lot to me. I did this, or I got this set for my birthday, which is coming up tomorrow, actually. I'm very excited about that. I got some cool plans going on for tomorrow. I don't usually do a lot for my birthday. I've kind of strayed away from doing things for my birthday, just because of some stuff that happened a while back. So I'm starting to put an effort to do more things for myself, especially when it comes to my birthday. So of course, since we were playing Lego Batman and I didn't have a Batman or Lego DC set at all, I wanted to get one of the Batmobiles at least while they were out. I do as well want to get the Dark Knight Tumbler simply because it comes with the Joker and Two-Face and the Bat Signal, which I know aren't much, but I am pretty much just doing all of these for display purposes. But yeah, that's gonna about do it for me. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you haven't already, please leave a like down below to show your support, and also make sure to subscribe if you're not, because I am coming out with Batman Arkham Asylum videos. I believe we only have one left before we move on to Spider-Man Miles Morales. But then after Spider-Man Miles Morales, we will be picking up with Batman Arkham City. So yeah, that's gonna about do it for me. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.